Yo boys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be playing some Logbait, and I'm going to be trying to kind of going over my thought process and how I deal with mid-ladder decks and how I kind of climb ladder using Logbait. Now, he does go in for the rocket over on the left. No, he does go in for the fireball. Obviously that was a misclick. We don't manage to punish him too much for it, but in a different situation, hopefully we would punish him more. We just don't manage to this time around. So we do go in for the rocket on top of the E-barbs. Now, why have we done that? Before we know what deck he has, it's better to play the rocket and stuff like that, because what if I had went the other way to defend, that would have been like Tesla plus goblins. But then if he had Hog Rider next play, then I don't really have a defense, and that's one, maybe two free hits for him. So we go in for the rocket, we play it safe. It is an even elixir trade, just no counter attack potential for us. We keep going. Now here I know obviously he's down elixir because that fireball. I go in for the goblin barrel, but he plays his skeleton army, so we just get the log value on the chip on the tower. Now he is going to go in for his furnace next, I believe. Yeah, he will. So we just Tesla in that, and Tesla full counters furnace, boys. So we just slowly let it chip away. We're no rush here. Now the importance against people who have E-barbs, and obviously we can see in his hand now he has Mega Knight, but we don't know that yet. But we need to be careful against E-barb players, because he could have rage, and that's a very big issue for us. So when we're playing against the E-bar players, you want to be patient. Patience is key in these decks. If we go in for too aggressive a counter attack and we're caught with no elixir, we're done for. So we go in for a Mighty Miner on the left to deal with the Mega Knight. Doesn't fully get it done now because of the nerf. It's a bit harder, especially if they have that zap. It just absolutely ruined it. But we go in for well-placed goblins, and we manage to save the princess plus take care of the Mega Knight with no damage done. And now our princess is going to walk on. He presents Skeleton Army, we just get the log value on top of that. And now we're off to a sizable lead, boys. We're doing pretty well in this game so far. Now, he is loading up that Mega Knight. I don't actually remember what he goes in for here. He goes in for the Mega Knight, okay? Typical kind of mid-ladder move. Okay, we just go for our Mighty Miner. Good defense, easy defense. And he goes in for the Witch. Now, as you can see, boys, this is just a typical mid-ladder deck. He is the Mega Knight, the Elite Barbarians, the Witch, and the Furnace is even a bit of a menace of a card. Now here, we probably should have went in for a rocket, but we don't. But we still defend pretty easily, boys. It just cost us that one extra elixir, and we do give him the fireball value. Now, we didn't know we had fireball. I don't think he's played it yet, but now we do, obviously. So he goes in for Mega Knight on top of the Goblin Barrel again, because why wouldn't he? And now we make a bit of a bad play here, boys. I don't think the rocket was a good play here, to be honest. We do manage to defend, but I think it's a bit dicey for us. Yeah, pretty good defense anyway, but it was a bit dicey for us, boys. We definitely could have defended that a bit better than what we did. So he goes in for the Furnace in the middle again, and we're just going to Tesla again, and that full counters it, and we don't need to worry about it for now. Furnace is a menace card. Like each one of the furnaces does the equivalent of a fireball, I believe, or maybe even a bit more than a fireball. So it's really important you don't let a furnace go unchecked. You need to always be putting something down to deal with the furnace. Now we're in a bit of a sticky situation here. We just pop down the second Tesla. It does destroy the Tesla instantly. We probably could have placed that a bit better, but it does the job, and we do get the log value in as well. We do get a pretty clean defense. We go in for a Goblin Barrel. I imagine he's going to Mega Knight again. Yeah, he Mega Knights it again after a bit of leaking. Now, we nearly messed up here, boys. So, we're going to go in for a rocket, thinking that it's a rocket log range. It's not. The level 14 log, if anyone doesn't know, does 77, and he's obviously at 85. So we go in for the defensive Goblin Barrel to pull, and it's just a matter of cycling around. Now that we're in triple elixir, it's pretty easy. But we do get a clean defense on E-bars, and we go in for our second rocket. And now, boys, look at this, look at this. Wait, just wait. We do nothing. He yawns at us. What? Anyways, boys, let's get to game number 2. Okay, boys, and now we're into the second game. Now, a bit of a recap from game number 1. Points takeaway. Make sure we're saving our Mighty Miner for that tank, which in this case was the Mega Knight. Make sure that we take care of the E-barbs in an efficient way. So Sometimes that is just rocketing. We don't want to just automatically assume he's not going to have anything. Sometimes people get scared to use their rocket. Don't be scared. You might miss a rocket every now and then, and so what? You get used to it, you'll get better. You'll need to learn how to use the rocket on offense, but also on defense, because that is one of the most important parts. I could have put down, as I said earlier, that that Tesla plus goblins, but then he goes in for a Royal Giant, and what do? I have no Tesla, I have nothing to defend it. And I've already used my Mighty Miner, I've already used Tesla, I've already used goblins. What do? I'm stuck with what? Ice Spirit, Goblin Barrel, Princess Log. What am I going to do against a Royal Giant with that cycle? So boys, that's just one important point takeaway, and let's get into game number 2. So in game number 2 here, we're up against a guy who is level 15. He's playing classic Logbait. Now fortunately for us, he does not have the Knight Evolution, because that's just so unfun to play against. No one likes it. But he does have the level 15 Goblins and the level 15 Knights. So he must be saving up for that evolution, though he just has a level 15 Knight. Oh wait, no, sure, Knight's boosted this season, isn't it? Never mind. But anyways boys, yeah, we go in for a Mighty Miner on top of the Knight, just take care of that pretty easily. And I think we go in for a Goblin Barrel here as our Mighty Miner cross the bridge. Now this is an important way to play your Goblin Barrel. You want to play it right as the tanks cross the bridge, then if they leave it unchecked, it will do a lot of damage, because the Prince Tower won't target for a while. I've seen full towers go down just through this. Now he keeps catching us out of cycle. We don't really have anything for that Goblin gang. He keeps playing at the bridge. He is literally beating us with our log. So we always have to play our Goblins plus Ice Spirit on defense. Okay, we don't even play the Ice Spirit that time. And we go for a Princess on the left side, because we know it's out of range of the Tesla. Now we get some pretty nice damage there. And he goes in for the Knight. We're going to go in for the Mighty Miner. One thing that's important in Logbait, boys, especially when playing against Logbait more so, always track the Princess. Princesses can get deadly value on towers, especially when left unchecked. And if you have nothing in hand to deal with it, you're pretty screwed. Like, I don't really have anything in hand here. It ends up forcing the Tesla out of me, because I don't want to take that damage. Because that's like, what, 270, 280 damage per shot. And it's going to get a minimum 2 shots if I don't have a straight counter. So, we are planning to go with the log here, or the barrel here. We put it slightly over to the right. He misses one goblin, we get a hit. Quite nice. It may only seem like chip damage, but with Logbait, that's kind of what Logbait is. Chipping away at the towers, chipping, and slowly wearing your opponent down. Now he does go with the Goblin Gang. We go with the Princess, which defends it pretty nicely. And our Mighty Miner is dealing with that Knight on the left. He has his Princess of his own in the back. Now we're trying to distract that Princess with our Ice Spirit so our Princess can take it out, but we don't get that off, unfortunately. We do decide to log the Princess on the right, and we get our Princess down while his is in a bad cycle, so ours does stay alive, which is quite nice. One thing I would do with your princesses, when fighting an enemy princess, put down like an Ice Spirit first, then put down your princess, then their one will target the Ice Spirit first, and you can get the 2 shots off before theirs does. Either, number 1, your princess stays alive, or number 2, it forces extra elixir out of them. Now we go in with our barrel, plus Mighty Miner on the right. We do log that. We definitely should have put down the bomb. There's no reason why we didn't bomb there. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. So now we go down for pretty much everything in the back. And we want to keep that princess distracted now. We do decide that, we do let ourselves do some damage to the Knight. Our princess takes out their princess, quite nice, and our Tesla will deal with the rest of that Knight. Now we do manage to keep our princess alive, which is nice, but the Tesla was in range, so it doesn't really do anything. Now it seems like a close game, boys. We're just kind of seeing our time here at this point. We do have our log in hand for once. And we go in for our barrel knowing he doesn't have his log yet. He goes in for the Goblin Gang. We would go to Princess the Goblin Gang away, because as you know, the Princess take out the Spear Goblins in one shot, but not the normal Goblins, but we still could have got it done. He does go in for the Knight on top though, meaning kind of bad value for us, bad play. Our Goblins does sweep up nicely, and we should put in Princess down here to take care of their Princess. So you see, we go in, we put down our Princess while theirs is distracted. That keeps our Princess alive, and either force the Tesla out of him here. Now he goes in for Princess. I think we go in for Mighty Miner top, I assume. Oh no, he gives us quadruple log value. I don't know what that was. And now, boys, we've hit triple elixir. Time to rocket cycle. We want to push this tower. Now, this is one mistake my opponent does make. He does not rocket cycle. I don't know why. He has rocket. You're triple elixir against Logbait. The game's even. You need to rocket cycle. He rockets my goblin bar, so I know now this guy's lost the bat. This game's over. We just need to see out a good defense. Honestly, at this point, we don't even need to rocket anymore. We've done more than enough rocketing, to be honest. But we will. So that's one of the plays there, boys. Have you seen on the left, on the right with the princess there? I'll just rewind and show you again. He puts down his princess. We put down the spear plus princess. And we can get his princess whilst it's distracted, and that's it down. And even if the ice spear didn't jump on top, our princess would have got 2 shots off before their princess did, so it would have been done. Now we go into the barrel plus rocket, and we know now, boys, that's the game. We could easily just keep on cycling. We don't need to, but we can. I don't actually remember what I do. Do I? No, I just go. He keeps giving me insane log value. Obviously, he's desperate at this point, and we just kind of stop playing at this point. To be honest, we go for that extra rocket. We definitely did not need to, but yeah, boys. And that's an easy second game. Okay, boys, and this is the deck that we were using today. So, this is just typical Mighty Miner Logbait. I'm sure you've seen this before. And it is very strong. It's still good right now in the meta. Now, it does be a bit more difficult with all the evolutions floating around. Evolutions are kind of breaking the game, to be honest. But this deck does still hold its own. It is still a viable deck. And yeah, boys, if you do give it a try, please be sure to let me know. And if you have any questions about how to play certain interactions with Logbait, I can hopefully help you out with that. One thing about Logbait is you need to learn your interactions with a lot of different cards. You need to learn how to play tricky Logbaits or tricky barrels. And yeah, it's a deck that just requires a lot of practice, and you will get there, boys. So yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, please sure to hit like, drop a subscribe, and yeah, boys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.